Hi there, Eric Myers for Be the Reformation Ministries and Destiny City Church, helping you, the worship leader or the worship guitarist, be the best that you can be. Today, we're not going to do a gear review, not an amp review, not a guitar review. We're going to actually do something that's going to help your technique. We're going to look at some chord voicings. Now, in the worship, usually we go by what's called a Nashville numbering system, which is a 1-4-5 minor 6 progression. So hopefully, if you've been playing for a while, you know the 1-4-5 minor 6 to the keys, to the relative key. For those of you who don't, what that is if I'm in a key of G, G would be my primary root. So I'm in a key of G, so I have G, and then I count. G is my 1, A is my 2, B is my 3, C is my 4. So I have my G and my C, and then I go to a D, and then an E minor, because the 6 is a minor. So I've got G, which is my 1 chord, the C, which is my 4 chord, and my D, which is my 5 chord, and E, which is my minor 6. So that's great. You can study those things and figure those things out, but how do you get up and down on the fretboard? Let's just say if you're just beginning, or you're not really, you don't really know what's going on as far as the chord progressions go, and you're looking for different ways to play something except just open, like a G and a C and a, everybody knows that G, and everybody knows that D, and everybody knows this C. And so how can you get somewhere else and it sounds really good? So I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can play something that's going to really help you out, and it's going to be 2 completely different chord voicings. So here we go. So I'm in the key of G. So hopefully you know what a bar chord is, a barred G chord. So it's that nice sounding bar chord. Now, if you are just starting out playing and this looks a little intimidating to you, I promise you this gets much easier with the barring. It's going to hurt your fingers. It's going to hurt your wrist. When you first start out. But hey, no pain, no gain. But we got the G. Now watch this. All I have to do is just drop these 2 fingers down 1 each. Now that's my C. So I'm not even playing with this, and I hate to stick up my middle finger at you, but I'm not even playing anything with that finger. Now all I have to do is just slide up 2. There is my D. Go back to the C, and I'm going to put my finger back down, and I'm going to bring these back up. There's my G. Now that sounds good. There's my G, C, and D. But where is my minor 6? There's 2 ways that you can get around this. You can play your G right here, and then the E minor that you know, most likely, right there. Alright, and then you slide back to your C, and then your D. Alright, so you can do that, or get to this G here, then you can bring it all the way up. Now there's your D, there's your C, there's your D. If I go up 2 more frets, and then throw my middle finger down right there, there is my E minor. So if I'm playing, I can go, and I can get right here, or I can. So it's up to you, whatever you're more comfortable with. Now this works everywhere. This works in that key of G. Now here is the A. We're not going to go through, explaining it, but here's an A. didn't put the minor because it's an F sharp minor. So basically it's basically an E minor. But you bring it up to throw that bar down. So there's, see how that goes? Alright, enough of that one. That's going to take practice. Your arm's going to hurt if you're just beginning. If you're an intermediate player, hopefully you know that. But that's how you get around if somebody calls out a key of G, key of A, key of B. You know, and you're like, oh, I don't know what the minor 6 is. I don't know what the 5 chord is. That's just a pattern that can help you out. Now, okay, so now we went over the bar chords. A lot of people just don't like playing bar chords. It does hurt your wrist. It hurts your forearm, hurts your fingers until you get used to it. But another route that you can go is actually triads. So you're going to be basically playing these bottom 3 strings here. So, excuse me. So hopefully you know how to play a D chord. So there's your D. So for this, we're just going to say we're in the key of D, and we want to play the minor 6, which is a B minor. So count them out on your fingers, but that's what it is. It's a B minor. And so basically the idea was just put my pinky down where this finger's at. So this is actually what you're playing. And there's your D. Now I'm going to take my pinky and I'm going to drop it right underneath it. So it's going to be on this. It's going to be that right here, and that's going to be your 4 chord, which is a G. And then if I want to get my 5 chord, which is the A, slide it up. So when you're playing your D chord, a lot of people play D. They embellish that right there. So basically, all you're playing is a D, D, G, D, and then, like I said, just throw your pinky down. There's your B minor. So what if this is a movable shape too? This here, just like your you know, this is an A, this is a G. It's a movable shape. Same thing with this D chord. You have a D, you can move it up. D. Here's your E. Here's your F. There's a G. There's an A. We can move it on and on and on and on if I wanted to. So let's just go with the G this time, since we've done it before. So there's your G. We're going to find the E minor. I'm just going to drop the pinky. And we got to find the C. Drop it underneath there, right there. Now we got to play the 5 chord, which is a D. Slide it up. Very simple. So if you get called out, you know, well, we're going into the key of G right now, and you can't think fast enough, just remember this pattern. Just or you can just throw this pinky up there. But sometimes I like to do that, or sometimes it's like this. So there you go. Sounds great with some delay. Put that on here in just a second. Let me get some settings going. Okay, I got some delay on, the digital dotted eighth. I got a little overdrive on. We're just going to play this triad here and a G, and we'll see what it goes. See how it goes. E minor, C, D, C, G. E minor, C, P, so I was too busy looking at the screen to be looking at my hands, so but you get the gist. I hope that helped you out. I will say this, that usually worship leaders don't really change their keys you know, Sunday morning. But sometimes worship leaders, their voice isn't really up to par with what they wanted it to be Sunday morning, so they may have to drop a key, and this will really help you out if he dropped a key and you've been practicing in the key that he told you 4 or 5 days before. So you really need to know this pattern, because it could really help you out and save you a ton of sweat. But this will really help you out. It will definitely help you out at the end of the service, where there might be times of ministry and the worship leader is playing his acoustic softly, or maybe a keyboard, and he just tells you a key that he's comfortable in playing. And so this can get you to a place that you're comfortable with. You can use these chords to kind of pick if you want to softly. You can also do these chords swelling in, swelling out. Wonderful with delay, as you saw. So these are very helpful, very helpful. Put it in your arsenal, put it in your back pocket. You might not use it all the time, but definitely when you need it, it'll be there. So this has been Eric Myers for Be the Reformation Ministries and Destiny City Church. And as always, be encouraged!